If it goes deep, Barry, get it.
Some say a team learns more from a loss than they do from a win. For the Cowboys of Cooper City High and their coach, Jim Elder, a devastating loss was more than a learning experience. It became a showcase of character and courage. Cooper City was set to play the football powerhouse St. Thomas Raiders, and the team knew full well what they'd be up against.
Coming into the game, we knew that St. Thomas was a really big team. They were oversized. They had all-star athletes, D1 players. Their coach was going on his 300th win this season, and they've been blowing teams out left and right.
You know going into it that it's going to be a showcase. There's always going to be college scouts out there. The tape's going to be shown all over the place.
Less than 2 minutes into the game, St. Thomas scored their first of what would be 11 unanswered touchdowns that night. By halftime, many players were ready to call it quits.
Everybody on the team wanted to just sit down on the bench, drink some water, and not go back in the game. But Coach Elder, he gave us a motivational talk and told us that the other coach was trying to put more points on us, and that if we kept trying our hardest, that we might come back and start putting points on them.
Well, basically, at that point, you know, we kept telling them it's a matter of pride, a matter of being a man. This is the way life was. Sometimes, you know, we constantly preach to them that football's like life, that you're going to get knocked down, and some days are bad, and the only way to face it is to get back up and keep going.
The Cowboys came out of the second half with renewed confidence and determined not to be shut out.
As the clock was running out, I was hoping that maybe we could put some type of points on the board and that everybody could just keep trying. Maybe the kids that don't normally get to play would get in and maybe be able to make a big play or do something to bring us back and actually give us some type of momentum going into the next game of the season.
We had the opportunity, we moved the ball down the field with almost no time left on the clock. We're able to put together a little drive and kick a field goal to keep from being shut out. It really was big because their defensive coach was really screaming that he wanted the shutout and was putting the first group back in there, and it really ended the game on a positive note for us.
For Coach Elder, it wasn't just the fact of his team avoiding a shutout. After this night, his team went on to play their best football of the season.
And from that point on, we used it as a rallying point and constantly reminded the kids about it. And from that point on, we won the next 3 games. It's never a good thing to get pounded like that, but for the most part, the way it worked out and the way it turned out was probably a positive for us.
That was kind of like a stepping stone. Like now that everybody's got to have a game like that where you get blown out and embarrassed. But after that, I just took it and ran with it.
The great football coach Vince Lombardi once said, "Winning isn't everything, it's the only thing." For Coach Elder and his Cowboys, this isn't always true. Alicia Klein, Broward Teen News.